Before Bugatti was founded, Ettore Bugatti was an apprentice at a bicycle manufacturer. At age 17, he designed a tricycle with an engine, Type 1. However, he was more interested in cars than bicycles. At the time, cars weren't anything like we have today. This Porsche from 1900, for example, had a top speed of only 22 miles per hour, and it was expensive, with a price tag of approximately $4,000, which would be equivalent to about $130. In 1901 he finished his first car and even won an award from the French Automobile Club for it. In 1903, Bugatti designed the Type 5, which was a race car and an upgraded version of Type 2. Bugatti made a few more cars before he founded his own company named Automobiles Ettore Bugatti. The company was founded in 1909. That is more than 110 years ago. The first real Bugatti was the Type 10. It was a small, lightweight car that was powerful enough to win races. In 1910 the Bugatti Type 13 was produced. While the Type 13 could only reach 78 miles per hour, it had exceptional handling, steering, and braking. In 1912 the Bugatti Type 18 was launched. It was an extremely powerful racing car with a 4-cylinder, 5-liter engine capable of reaching 99 miles per hour. A special version of the car was named the Black Bess, which went down in motoring history as one of the first street-legal supercars. In 2014 Bugatti made a special version of the Bugatti Veyron also named the Black Bess, to honor the legendary car. This special model of the Veyron was priced at almost $3 million, making it one of the most expensive cars in the world. In 1913 Bugatti developed the BB, which was manufactured under license by Peugeot. The Peugeot BB was a very small car, hence the name, which is French for baby. When it first appeared at the Paris Motor Show, attendees were greatly impressed by the modern car that was cheap, small, and practical. The BB went on to become a huge success. In fact, more BB models were made than any other Bugatti model. In 1920, 2 years after the First World War had ended, a historical event happened when Ernest Friedrich won Bugatti's first ever major race at the Grand Prix in Le Mans. 1 year later an upgraded version of Type 13 with 16 valves helped Bugatti win the top 4 spots at a race in Brescia. Another significant model was the Type 30, produced in 1922. It was Bugatti's first touring car. 1 year later Bugatti designed a cartoonish-looking race car. However, the short wheelbase made it challenging to control the car, and the car's shape tended to generate lift rather than downforce. This resulted in a disappointing third-place finish at the French Grand Prix of 1923. In 1924 Bugatti's golden years started with the legendary Type 35 race car. It was designed to be light, strong, fast, and elegant. Type 35 became one of the most successful racing cars of all time. Type 35 could achieve speeds of over 134 miles per hour. According to Bugatti in 1926, Bugatti made the luxurious Type 38. It had 75 horsepower and could reach a top speed of 78 miles per hour. In 1926 this dream came true with the introduction of the Type 41 Royale. It is one of the largest cars in the world, measuring 6.5 meters in length. According to Bugatti, the Royale was the most expensive car of all time and still holds that title today. However, the production of this car coincided with the Great Depression, and due to the high costs, it almost ruined Bugatti. 6 units were made, but only 3 of them were sold to customers. Bugatti unveiled the Type 44 in 1927. It had a 3-liter, 8-cylinder engine and was made for comfort. The Type 44 proved to be immensely popular and sold very well. In total 1,100 Type 44s were built out of the 7,900 Bugatti cars that were built in total in the Molsheim factory. Type 46 was a standard luxury car. It had a 5.4-liter straight-8 engine, with an output of 140 horsepower. Type 50 was a sporting coupe version of Type 46, but it was significantly more powerful. While Type 46 could reach a top speed of 99 miles per hour, Type 50 was capable of reaching up to 110 miles per hour. Next came the Bugatti Type 55 in 1935. Surprisingly, the car didn't have any doors, which made it far less practical. The car was also criticized for being deafening to ride in. One of the latest models released before the Second World War was the legendary Type 57. The car received an entirely new design, created by Jean Bugatti, Ettore son. It was a touring car with a top speed of 95 miles per hour. The car could be ordered in different models, including convertible and coupe. Multiple versions were made, including the famous Type 57G tank. Another very special version of Type 57 was made, called the Type 57 SC Atlantic. The name Atlantic is derived from a heroine in Greek mythology, Atlanta. The Atlantic was much faster than the original, with a top speed of 123 miles per hour, which is a 28 miles per hour difference compared to the original. In 1936, Ettore Bugatti was devastated when his workers from the Molsheim factory started a strike. He took this as a personal insult, because he thought he had a special relationship with his workers, and paid above-average wages. And more bad things happened to the company when on August 11, 1939, Jean Bugatti died while test driving the Type 57G tank. As if this wasn't enough, World War II started and the Germans forced Ettore to sell the Molsheim factory. After the war, the factory was returned to the Bugatti family, but due to a lack of funds, Bugatti was unable to develop a new product range. In 1951, the first Bugatti was made after the death of Ettore Bugatti. Type 101 had the same engine as the pre-war Type 57. Due to financial problems, only 8 Type 101 cars were built, before Bugatti completely stopped production. Approximately 7,900 Bugatti cars had been produced in the Molsheim factory in the 47 years since Ettore Bugatti founded his company. Schlumpf brothers were avid Bugatti collectors. In total, they managed to acquire 98 Bugattis. This included Ettore Bugatti's personal Royale. In 1982, a museum located in Mulhouse, France was built around the Schlumpf collection. The museum contains the largest and the most comprehensive collection of Bugatti cars in the world. In 1987, an Italian entrepreneur and car dealer named Romano Artioli acquired the Bugatti brand and established Bugatti Automobili S.p.A. The company moved from France to Italy. Artioli invited some of the best designers and engineers to help him turn his vision into reality. Some of these designers also worked on the legendary Lamborghini Miura. 2 years later, on September 15, 1991, the Bugatti EB110 was released to mark the 110th birthday of Ettore Bugatti. It received a 3.5-liter Bugatti quad-turbocharged V12 engine, capable of going 213 miles per hour. In 1994, Michael Schumacher purchased a yellow EB110 Supersport, giving the company a great deal of publicity. However, soon after, he accidentally crashed the car into a truck, and he blamed the inadequate brakes for the crash. Despite this, the car was repaired and Schumacher kept the car until 2003. The EB110 was the only production model made by Artioli's Italian incarnation of Bugatti since the company went bankrupt. This almost became the end of Bugatti, but in the next episode, we'll feature the revival of the Bugatti brand. And the start of a new era with Bugatti creating some of the fastest and the most expensive cars in the world. Subscribe to stay up to date with the latest videos. Thanks for watching.